Blind belief in authority is the greatest enemy of truth. Never do anything against conscience, even if the state demands it. The person who follows the crowd will usually go no further than the crowd. The person who walks alone is likely to find himself in places no one has ever seen before. Small is the number of them that see with their own eyes and feel with their own hearts. Few people are capable of expressing with equanimity opinions which differ from the prejudices of their social environment. Most people are incapable of forming such opinions. Great spirits have always encountered violent opposition from mediocre minds. The mediocre mind is incapable of understanding the man who refuses to bow blindly to conventional prejudices and chooses instead to express his opinions courageously and honestly. Somebody who only reads newspapers and at best books of contemporary authors looks to me like an extremely nearsighted person who scorns eyeglasses. He is completely dependent on the prejudices and fashions of his times, since he never gets to see or hear anything else. If people are good only because they fear punishment and hope for reward, then we are a sorry lot indeed. It is important to foster individuality, for only the individual can produce the new ideas. Everyone should be respected as an individual, but no one idolized. Be a voice, not an echo. A man's value to the community depends primarily on how far his feelings, thoughts, and actions are directed toward promoting the good of his fellows. Many of the things you can count don't count. Many of the things you can't count really count. The value of a man should be seen in what he gives and not in what he is able to receive. The world will not be destroyed by those who do evil, but by those who watch them without doing anything. I fear the day that technology will surpass our human interaction. The world will have a generation of idiots. It has become appallingly obvious that our technology has exceeded our humanity. Try not to become a man of success, rather become a man of value. Anyone who doesn't take truth seriously in small matters cannot be trusted in large ones either. Weakness of attitude becomes weakness of character. Weak people revenge, strong people forgive, intelligent people ignore. It is every man's obligation to put back into the world at least the equivalent of what he takes out of it. What is right is not always popular, and what is popular is not always right. Adversity introduces a man to himself. I must be willing to give up what I am in order to become what I will be. Those who have the privilege to know have the duty to act. Always do what's right. This will gratify some and astonish the rest. No one does anything right in life until they realize that they are making a mistake. Every day I remind myself that my inner and outer life are based on the labors of other men, living and dead, and that I must exert myself in order to give in the same measure as I have received and am still receiving. Only morality, in our actions, can give beauty and dignity to life. Everyone must become their own person, however frightful that may be. The life of the individual has meaning only insofar as it aids in making the life of every living thing nobler and more beautiful. Life is sacred, that is to say, it is the supreme value to which all other values are subordinate. The man who regards his own life and that of his fellow creatures as meaningless is not merely unfortunate, but almost disqualified for life. The right to search for the truth implies also a duty. One must not conceal any part of what one has recognized to be the truth. The most important decision we make is whether we believe we live in a friendly or hostile universe. We act as though comfort and luxury were the chief requirements of life. All that we need to make us happy is something to be enthusiastic about. We all know that light travels faster than sound. That is why certain people appear bright until you hear them speak. I know quite certainly that I myself have no special talent. Curiosity, obsession, dogged endurance, combined with self-criticism have brought me to my ideas. 3 rules of work. Out of clutter, find simplicity. From discord, find harmony. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. Failure is success in progress. Once a day, allow yourself the freedom to dream. Imagination is more important than knowledge, for knowledge is limited to all we now know and understand, while imagination embraces the entire world and all there ever will be to know and understand. Necessity is the mother of all invention. I am thankful for all of those who said no to me. It is because of them I am doing it myself. One should not pursue goals that are easily achieved. One must develop an instinct for what one can just barely achieve through one's greatest efforts. Only those who attempt the absurd can achieve the impossible. Everybody is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid. There is nothing known as perfect. It is only those imperfections which we choose not to see. Do not grow old, no matter how long you live. Never cease to stand like curious children before the great mystery into which we were born. The most beautiful thing we can experience is the mysterious. It is the source of all true art and all science. He to whom his emotions is a stranger, who can no longer pause to wonder and stand wrapped in awe, is as good as dead. His eyes are closed.